The sequence, the sisters are asking to repeat the sequence of things that need to be done for the Friday prayer. Let me start in the morning. So you wake up, you make ghusl, you have a full bath, you wear clean clothes, clean set of clothes. If you're a male, you put some perfume on. You make wudu, leave from home with wudu, leave nice and early to go to the masjid. Arrive at the masjid nice and early. You pray 2 rakat sunnatul tahiyyatul masjid, which is the prayer of greeting the masjid, and then you sit down. If you have time on your hands, be engaged in zikr, in the remembrance of Allah, be engaged in the recitation of the Quran. The surah that one should try to pray, one should try to recite every Friday is Surah Qaf. This is something that we are encouraged to read every Friday. So if you have time, try to read that every Friday.
Can you say Surah?
Surah Qaf.
That's the cave. Surah the cave.
Then, when the azan is called, the first azan is called, then you pray the 4 rakat sunnah. Okay. Once you pray the 4 rakat sunnah, then you're waiting for the second azan to be called. The second azan will be called, and then the imam will begin the khutbah or the sermon. So he will do the 2 sermons, sitting in between the 2 briefly. Once the 2 sermons are done, then the iqamah will be called, which is the short call for prayer just before the prayer begins. Then we would pray the 2 rakat farad for Jummah with the imam, and then after the salah you engaged in zikr, or remembering Allah, you make some supplication, and then you pray a further 2 rakat sunnah, and then any additional prayers you want to offer, any nafal prayers you want to offer, which is entirely voluntary to you, you would pray them then. If for some reason you don't get a chance to offer the sunnah prayers before the sermon begins, then you can always offer those afterwards. So after the farad rakat, after you prayed in congregation, any sunnahs that you didn't have an opportunity to offer, that were to be offered before the sermons, by all means you can offer those after the farad. Does that explain the sequence?
I was taught to pray the greeting to the masjid, and then after another 2 rakat. Is that correct? Like before your first prayer, is that correct?
So you got the 2 rakat for greeting the masjid,
Right.
and then you got 4 rakat sunnah.
No, another 2, and then after the 5, I do 2, or even up to 4 more, like 2 salas, and then another 2 rakat. Is that correct?
Before or after?
Okay, 2 greeting the masjid, 2 rakat greeting the masjid, 2 rakat after I greet the masjid. I was taught that way.
And then?
And then after that is the khutbah. And then after the khutbah is the 2 rakat fard. And then after the 2 rakat fard, I do another 2 rakat after that.
Yes, it's 4 rakat before.
Right.
4 rakat sunnah before
Two
the
greeting the
prayer.
masjid, 2 rakat after the greeting of the masjid.
And then another
And
2.
And then the khutbah. And then it's the fard prayer, which is a 2 rakat.
It's 4, just like in Zohar. So remember when we had the first class, we gave the crib sheet, which had the timings on there. We covered the timings. We also covered the number of rakat in each prayer. And I don't think we had Jummah on there,
Okay.
or maybe we did, but it's exactly the same as Zohar. Okay, the only difference is instead of 4 rakat farad for Zohar, that 4 rakat is replaced with 2 rakat.
Right.
Well, it's replaced with 2 sermons plus 2 rakat
Right.
in congregation. But other than that, the sunnah are the same.
Now, this hadith about how you should sit in the masjid, can you demonstrate? Because it's sitting on your
Sitting with your legs up and your
Brother Siggy, can you help with this one?
Repeat the question, please.
The question is regarding the hadith on sitting. It's the sixth hadith on the handout. We demonstrate how not to sit.
Okay.
And what is the question again?
Can we demonstrate that position?
Oh. How not to sit, right?
Yeah.
I think, if I understand correctly, it would be like this.
Yeah, that's what I understand.
Or laying down.
Or your feet sticking
Can you
straight
show
out.
here?
No, this is holding them.
Holding them, one more
This is
time.
holding them towards your stomach, right?
It says to sit on your
With
hips by
holding them with
erecting your
hands
feet.
on Friday while the imam is delivering something. Sticking them to the stomach.
So Brother Siggy, do you want to sit here so that we can capture it in the video? So this is capturing how not to sit during the Jummah khutbah. And as the hadith says, the Apostle of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam prohibited to sit on hips by erecting feet, sticking them to the stomach, and holding them with hands on Friday while the Imam is delivering the sermon.
So that's just one. That's erecting, because the way it's worded, it sounds like it's two ways not to sit.
Two ways.
Oh,
With the feet erected
Yeah, like if I
or
was
with holding the way he sat down.
Yeah.
That's how I understood it. Two ways.
So the best way to sit is just like you sit when you're in prayer. Just sit like that. This is
For
best.
tahiyat, in the tahiyat position.
Yeah, so just like you're in the sitting position in the prayer, just sit like that. That is best, inshallah. Allah knows best.
You mentioned distraction of playing something during the khutbah. You mentioned that.
Yeah, so the comment was to mention the importance of being distracted and playing with things. So we mentioned that one should not talk during the sermon. One should not reply to somebody who gives you a greeting. Similarly, you should not be playing with your cell phone. Your cell phone should be off. All of the things that we do during prayer apply during the sermons.
Like fiddling with things.
Fiddling with things, looking here, looking there. I mean, just like our attention in the salah, we stand in the salah as if we see Allah. We're told, stand in the salah as if you see Allah, and if you do not see Allah, then at least know that He sees you. This is how we're told to approach the salah. So similarly, during the sermons, we should have the same attitude, that we are sitting in front of Allah, and our attention should be on the khutbah. Any other questions?
You're praying, let's say at someone's home and they're leading and they, let's say do it sort of wrong or it's supposed to be done out loud and they started off silent because they miscounted. If no one catches that, as the woman, can you do like this or do something to bring to the attention, or you finish it off?
So so the sister's asking, if a mistake is made during the prayer and nobody else spots it, what should a sister do in terms of alerting the imam about the mistake? That's really the question. So
Yeah, I wasn't saying like at the masjid, 'cause I know normally one of the brothers would catch it, but I was saying like if you're at someone's home and you're praying in respect of the prayer came in, you can do it.
yeah, so the etiquette is that if it's a man, then how he should alert the imam is he should say Subhanallah. Okay? And if it's a woman, what she should do is just tap like that. Okay? She shouldn't, it's not a clap like that, it's like that. Okay? And that's how she should alert the imam. If the imam does not hear her clap, then depending on the nature of the mistake, the prayer might need to be repeated.
Okay, one last question. Dhikr is not mandatory, but it's sunnah? Like, because I know that some people do it and some people don't.
Zikr.
Dhikr, like doing
Yeah. So zikr is not a mandatory part of the prayer. I mean, it's not one of the requirements to make the prayer valid. So the question is zikr or an obligation? It's not an obligatory part of making the prayer valid. So if one does not do zikr, that doesn't mean, it's got nothing to do with whether the prayer is valid or not. Okay, but zikr is something that we should do. Okay, the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the thing that the believer yearns for. Okay, I mean, we want to try and remember Allah as much as we can. This is the whole point of everything. So the etiquette is that after each prayer, we should say Subhanallah 33 times, Alhamdulillah, and Allahu Akbar. We should try to do this after each prayer. But if you don't do it, it doesn't mean that the prayer will not be valid. Okay? So with that we'll conclude, inshallah. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wal asr, innal insana lafi khusr, illa alladhina amanu wa amilus salihat wa tawassaw bil